guys, Annie here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I am bringing you my March update to the year-long project pan. So if you want to see the progress I've made on all of these products, let's roll into it. If you don't know what this project is, I started this back in December of 2023, so the playlist will be linked in the description box. A Google Doc was started by Alexy and Rebecca. That is also in the description box. And I started this because of Laura at LauraForce. She's also listed down below. There is 150 prompts, and there you go. We've been doing this for a while. So, we're going to start with what's been in here the longest, these two items. So first we have a dupe, whether that's shade, product, package, whatever. So I pulled in this Ace Beauty Glimmer Shadow because these are just like ColourPop Super Shocks. And this one specifically is in the shade Fan Palm. So, haven't used it. When was blue, that color blue? January. So, I mean, it's been 2 months. January was the first time I've used it though, and this has been in the project since like November, October of last year, and I've used it once out of the 5 times, because I have a 5 times use goal on everything that comes in here. I am saying right now, because this is green, and we are now in March, beautiful March, if this does not have another use, at least one use, by the next update, April, I'm decluttering this. Because for some reason, beautiful formula, I just find that I don't reach for the 4 shades of green. Like the Ace Beauty shadows. They are beautiful, but I just find that I don't reach for them. I have another one in another project here in my panning drawer that I don't use either. So, if I have not used this green by the next update, I'm decluttering it. Because March is St. Patrick's Day. Green, if I haven't used it, shame on me. Also, we have the Pretties for Your Face. So this was for a loose product. So I brought in one of their lustrous dusts. This is the shade Rain Washed. And it is like a mint. It's a mint green. It's a very icy mint. It's very pretty. This is just a sample size of it. I used it twice in February. So I'm now at 3 uses. 3 out of 5. So, I'd like to get my other 2 uses on this in March, but, you know. I'm more concerned with using this guy once, because I've used this 3 out of the 5 times. I know that I do pull for this every now and again, so I'm not as concerned about this guy, but this has also been in forever, so these need to get their uses or get out of my collection. Because they're on this page with all of these things that are done. Everything else we're working on is on the next page. So let's see. What else do we got? Oh, I did have one more item on that other page. That's my bad. Let me pull that out. I had the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette for your most expensive eyeshadow palette. This guy is one of the big ones. This was $129. I did not pay that. But I still have it listed at that price because that's what this would cost. I bought it half off at $69, which is still expensive to pay for. Since the new year, I don't think I've touched the palette. Let me double check. Which I'm about to switch over to new panning journals, and I'm so excited. I lied. I've used 1 shade. I've used the yellow. But that was back in January, so you guys already knew about that last update. Totally forgot I even used it. That was for that yellow monochromatic look. I remember now, but I totally forgot that I used it and did that. Last year, I had used a few of the mattes. I still haven't touched a shimmer from this palette. I need to use this in March. Granted, it is not very much a March palette. It's not what I'd want to be reaching for in March. But again, it's on this other page, so I need to get some use on it. I need to figure out how I feel about it, because honestly, I don't know how I feel about the palette. I need to figure out if it's something I want to keep in my collection, all of that. So, because I have notes. I have sticky notes on the products, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Okay. So for the next item, we have, for a warm-toned item, that was the Fenty Gloss Bomb. And I had it in Fenty Glow. It was a little mini. I will try to go back to my last video and get a photo of it. I decluttered that. I did hit my goal. I did get all 5 uses by February 8th. But once I hit my 5 uses, I decluttered that to a friend who was willing to take it. Oh, it was too thick. I loved the scent and I loved the color. Couldn't do the formula of it. As you guys know, if you've been here, I need new coffee mugs. Sorry, I got coffee everywhere. Don't mind me. I made a mess earlier making coffee. It was a problem. Blazemere took a drink of my coffee. I don't think he's gonna sleep today. I was like, no! But I need more coffee mugs. So if anyone wants to get me a birthday present for in October, I need a coffee mug. Literally, it can look like anything, say anything, do anything. I just need a coffee mug. It can even be a plastic one with a straw. I don't care. I need a coffee mug. I need to just go buy one. But like, literally, this is the only mug I have. A friend gave it to me. I love it. I love the handle. I love everything about this coffee mug. Can you tell I'm on my second cup of coffee? I can tell I'm on my second cup of coffee. Anywho, decluttered that Fenty Gloss Bomb, but I did get my 5 uses on it. Next, we have a product you're indifferent about. So I had brought in this ZC bronzer. It's in the shade 01 Warm Gold. So I love the packaging. It did have a dangly do on it. I took that off. That bothered me a lot. I took it off on my blush too. But this is what it looks like. I still honestly feel indifferent about it, but I hit my 5 uses on the 4th of February. It's buildable and it's nice. I still feel it's hard pressed, and I think that's because of the embossing. It's very pretty, but I feel like I would need one shade darker. I do feel like this is a little light, but it's buildable. So I go back and forth on, is this a bronzer I want? Every time I put on a bronzer that I have in my collection, I'm like, do I like that? Do I even like that? I don't think I like any of the powder bronzers in my collection. I'm going to be wholesale honest. But I like that it's buildable, so I will keep it. I got my 5 uses. I just still have a question mark about it. Next, for colorful eyeliner, I brought in my ColourPop So Whiny Graphic Inks eyeliner. And also, I'm very upset, by the way. I went on ColourPop's website. They have like 2 colors of this left. And one is like an icy, like bright blue, and one's a purple with like glitter flecks. That's it. They've discontinued all of these, which is probably why I got one in a mystery box. Which makes me upset because I really like this and I really like this formula and I'd love to go get more of these in like a deep dark green and a deep dark blue. Not a black, but like a dark chocolate brown. They don't have any of that. Made me very upset. I've gotten 2 out of my 5 uses. I was gonna put it on with today's look, but this is all pressed glitter, and I just find that these kind of liners don't go over pressed glitters very well. Back in your little home over there on my desk. So that's the only reason I didn't put it on today. I was wholesale going to, but I'll get my other 3 looks maybe in the next month, if not the month after. I really do like that liner. Next we have for guilty pleasure product. Of course I brought in something from Jeffree Star because, you know, you can't talk about him on here. But I got this in friend mail. This is the shade Citrus Bling. I got my 5 uses in February. I got it on the 11th, was my 5th use. I will say, with this shade in particular, the shade itself, very pretty. But it looks like it would be sparkly on the skin. But it's very subtle. Like, for a Jeffree Star highlighter, this one is subtle. And I just always find myself pairing this with another highlighter, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because I love the color of this, and I love the embossing. I love the orange. Citrus fruits get me. Love them. But, got my uses on it. It can roll out. Those need to be put back in my little organizer. I need to go to the store and get, like, actual organizers. I have one in here right now, but I don't like how I have it set up. But it organized in here better. But, so we have a color that I'm drawn to but barely wear. So I picked out red because I don't wear it. So I picked out this red blush. This is from Clarity Cosmetics. It's the Pressed Pigment Blush in the shade Dozen Roses. Like, look at how red that is. I have used it once. I am proud of myself. I used it once. Now, I have thoughts. And let me explain. So in my Birthstone Beauty, I believe, yes, I have this liquid blush. This, because I paired these together. That's where I'm going with this. This was gorgeous. I loved this. This was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. This, I did not like as much. Let me look at my notes. So it doesn't come out as stark red as you would think. It actually comes out pretty burgundy. And it actually, on the cheeks, looks just like the Natasha Denona Berry Pop Cheek Trio, that blush. So, and I actually have that in a project, so I have that right here. So I know it doesn't necessarily look like it would look like it at all, but on the cheeks, this blends out into a soft burgundy color. And I even wrote in here, it makes no sense. But this is ungodly pigmented, so it does get a little patchy. Like where you put your brush down. So I didn't like it on the cheeks. But I do want to try this on the eyes before I decide what I want to do with this. Because it is a pigment, so, like, you do you. Because there's a lot of people who, you know, pressed pigments aren't eye safe. Other countries use pressed pigments, so I don't care. What's the worst that's going to happen for me? Staining. Yes, you could have an allergic reaction, so you should always patch test, but, like, the worst for me that I have had so far, knock on wood, is staining. And I've actually, think I've only ever had staining once or twice. I'm pretty sure this could stain my eyes, but I don't care. So before I decide that if I'm going to declutter this or not, I do want to try it on my eyes, but I'm not going to put it on my cheeks again. I did not enjoy that at all. So next we have a matte product. So I brought in this TYS. It's the TYS Beauty Angel Face Pressed Powder in the shade Heaven. So I have been using this on my under eyes. So, I hit my 5-use goal on February 4th. I will have a picture here that I took when I hit my goal, because this was domed when I bought it. Well, when it came to me in my BoxyCharm. So, you'll have a picture here of what it looked like when I hit goal, and this is what it looks like now. It is basically completely flat with the packaging. Because I've continued to use it. It's the under eye powder that I'm using. Because normally, once I've hit goal on a product, I put it in my little basket on my desk and I leave it alone. But I wasn't going to pull out another under eye powder. And I don't have any more pressed powder. This is my only pressed powder until DW sends me friend mail. So I'm continuing to use this. So I think I've even made more progress since then. I mean, I know I have. I use it every day. But yeah, I really like the powder. I do think it's a little it's like a touch dark. Like, you can't see that it's dark, but it's just, it darkens my concealer by just a kiss, a touch. So, but I hit my 5 uses on that. For an inexpensive product that performs high-end, I brought in this eyeliner. I almost said lip liner. I mean, I would assume you could use these anywhere, really. It's a gel line eye pencil from Lovecraft Beauty. And this one specifically is in the shade Fuzzy. It is a matte brown. Beautiful liner. I got my 5 uses on the 12th of February. Love it. I will say the first time you use it, you might want to, like, wear it down, wear the point down, because the point is pointy and it kind of hurt. And I've never experienced that before, but, like, the point on this one was pointy. But beautiful, deep, chocolatey brown, gorgeous eyeliner. I love these so much. And I'm so glad that even though I've canceled my Ipsy and BoxyCharm, I can still shop the shop. Because you bet your sweet dollar if I see any new colors of these liners go in there, I'm getting them. I'm getting them. So, there we go. Next, for something yellow, I had brought in this Give Beauty brow pencil, and I have mine in the shade 5. It's the Most Def Instant Definition Sculpting Brow Pencil. And 5, I believe, is Warm Deep Brown. So on one side, you have the spoolie, and on the other side, you have the very interesting shaped eyebrow pencil, which I've actually been really enjoying. It's in my brows today. With my hair being black currently, I like that it's a deeper pencil, because normally the shade that I go for a brow pencil or a brow gel or anything is cool ash brown is the best match, or ash brown if there isn't a cool ash brown. So this is a deep dark brow pencil for me, but it's been working. I got my 5th use on February 5th, and I've continued to use it. Let's see how much is left in here. That's it. That much. This guy looks gross. I would assume that's just wax bloom. Doesn't smell like anything, and it doesn't look like mold, so I would assume it's just wax bloom. Because I can see at the top where I've been using it, as soon as you use it, it, like, goes away. So yeah, I would just assume it's wax bloom. I'm not breaking out my eyebrows, so I would assume I'm fine. But I like it. I don't think I would buy this pencil again. Granted, it looks like Give Beauty is basically going out of business. Because, like, the shape of it is very interesting, but I just don't love it. I prefer a very, like, micro-tipped pencil. But I like it. I'm using it. I got my uses. I'm still continuing to use it because it's my open brow pencil. So, next we have for a NYX product. I brought in the NYX Lingerie XXL in the shade Max Out, which is this pretty pink color here. I only used it once out of 5 uses. I've actually been using my other NYX lipstick that's in a different project a million times over because it's cool toned and I've just been loving that. But I do love this. This will probably be in for a couple months, but I'm not too worried about it. And last but not least, for something we were working on, we had the least expensive eyeshadow palette. And at the time, that was my Profusion Meadow, which I will again put up a photo because I decluttered it. I did No Pan Left Behind it. I did that on the 7th of February. I did 2 looks, which, if I can be a good editor, I will go back and try to find photos of those looks for you. Because I did a photo with the red side, and then I did a photo with the blue side. And I loved the looks. Ian said he wants me to go and rebuy the palette, which he's never said that about a palette before, ever. So, he really liked the looks. He loved the palette. So, it was just, it's old. It's definitely time for a new one, unfortunately. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my tablet set up so we can roll in new items. I believe we're rolling in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we're rolling in 7 items, so give me 2 seconds. So I'm only going to roll in 6 because then that'll put us at working at 12 items because I don't want to be working on 13 right now. So let's screen record. It'll be on the screen for you guys, of course. And number 1. Oh, an item out of a subscription box. Sub-box item. Okay. That should be easy. I get a lot of things from subscription boxes. Expensive product. Okay. I feel like we've gotten that before. But I have expensive products. Some, few and far between, but that's also fine. I know we've done that. A product you've used up before. Product you've panned before. Okay. Product used up before. Okay. Product in the category you're best at panning. Product / category best at panning. Best is debatable. Product you bought online. Anything. Product bought online. And last but not least, product with cute packaging. So, product with cute packaging. All right. So, I'm going to go look and find all of these items, and I'll be right back for you guys. That took way longer than it should have. Because I have items that could fit other categories. And then because I had a couple items that aren't necessarily chopping block, but they're things that, like, I kind of want to put in projects if I can find them. Like, I want to put this Jeffree Star palette in something, but I just don't feel like it fit any of those categories. Goodness gracious. So, for a subscription box item, I am bringing in this iconic London Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter. It is in the shade Universal. I got this in BoxyCharm. My original one actually came smashed, and they had to send me a new one. So, I have not used this on the face yet. That is what she looks like. It's just a nice highlighter. Everything except the very last item we will talk about is a 5-use goal. Because that's what I do for this project. Usually. Mostly. So. Thank you. My goodness. So, 5 uses on this guy. Already filthy, covered in handprints. Next, for an expensive product, I am bringing in... Oh, I didn't even realize this had a peely guy on the top. Ho, ho, ho. This is from Florasis. I got this in a giveaway. And this is the Eastern Beast Sculpting Makeup Palette in number 1. And would you just... So you can use this on the eyes, but you can also, we have a matte powder, a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. So, I don't think I swatched this. So, there's the matte powder. Oh, that's so soft and silky. So then we have the blush, which is a beautiful peach. Oh, that's gorgeous. Then we're going to go into the contour bronzer guy. Oh, that's stunning. And the highlight. Ooh. Oh. So that's the iconic London, and that's the Florasis. That's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I want 5 uses on this guy as a whole, the whole palette. Next, we had a product you've used up before. So I was thinking, as I do, quite literally, a product that I have that I've actually used up one of them before. So I don't have many of those, but I do have this. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I have gone through 2 of these. This is my 3rd one. This little guy is still like brand new. It was just out of the box. And I don't mind getting a couple uses on him. Let's... Oh, I love the smell. I love this guy. This is my favorite setting spray ever. I want to try the vitamin C one. I want to try the new like watermelon dewy one. I want to try all the other ones because I've only ever tried this one, the original. But I'm going to get 5 uses on this guy. So that is a-okay with me. That'll be easy. That'll be a rollout for sure. Next update. Next, we had a product or in a category that you're best at panning. I will say I pan a lot of primers. I go through primer very, very quickly. So this is just, I went through like looking at the primers that I have. This is the one that I want to go to next. So this is the Pinky Beauty Had Me At Illuminating Primer. So it's got like a squeezy nozzle. I got this in BoxyCharm as well. So that's what it looks like. It is very illuminating. Ooh. It feels really nice on the skin. Apply a thin layer on your fingertips, blend over moisturized face, wait a couple minutes, and apply foundation. That's literally all it says. So I want to get 5 uses on this. That will probably be a rollout next update as well. Next, we had a product you bought online. Now, listen, technically, when you buy a subscription box, you're buying it online. That's where I'm justifying this, because I want to get 5 uses on this to see how I feel about it. It is my Kulfi Main Match Concealer. I just got this in my BoxyCharm, my very last one. And this is in the shade Bad Badam. So, have not used it yet. I've only swatched it. And I think it's going to be a good match for me. But I want to get 5 uses on it and see how I feel about the shade, about the formula, all of that. So, there's that guy. And then last but not least is a product with cute packaging. So I'm bringing in, this is the Pretty Vulgar Cool AF Lava Water Foundation. I have the shade 12 No Filter, which is fair. That is upside down. I'm so sorry. I think that that's cute. With the little bird, it looks like a little mirror. I think that that's cute. And if you look up the actual foundation, the Lava Water Foundation bottle is gorgeous. So, I have not put this on the face. I only swatched it when I got it in Ipsy. I think I got this in January. And I want to finish this because there isn't much in here. I think I'm only going to get 1, maybe 2. If we're pushing it, 3 faces out of this foundation. So it's right there. I put it on top of the primer. Because, like, it looks a little yellow. Especially next to the concealer. But we shall see. I mean, it's a sample, so I'll use it up. I'll make it work. That's not a problem. But And it's not something you can really easily buy because they're no longer in business. That was a whole rant I had during my Ipsy, which is why I canceled. So, but those are going to be the 6 items that I am bringing in, and I hope that you are okay with that and enjoyed it. I hope that you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!